All right, Latina Christiana, lesson 9. How are you? So this is part A. I'm assuming that you have answered these. If you haven't answered these, press pause, try to answer all 6 of them, and return. Okay, how are you? There's that little page in the back where it has conversational Latin and quid agis. Quid agis means how are you? Quid agis means how are you? How are you? How are you? There's a little song. Quid agis means how are you? Okay. Senatus populuesque Romanus. The Senate and the people of Rome. Senate and the people of Rome. Surgite, stand. And that's you all stand. Stand, command plural. Pray and work, ora et labora. If you're just filling this in and you haven't tried it on your own, you are learning nothing. You're wasting pencil lead. Always faithful, semper fidelis. Hopefully, you've gotten 5 of the 6 right so far. Valete discipuli. This is back from page 73 where it's conversational Latin and it's goodbye. And discipuli is students. Goodbye, students. Goodbye, students. It's like they have a little comma there. Valete. Goodbye, students. Discipuli. All right. Part B. We did that part in class, and that was our grammar. I think we did it all. We did, let's check and make sure. Number 1, as we talked about first declension. Nouns, whose genitive singular ends in I. And the second one, we talk about second declension nouns, whose genitive singular begins in E. And for the third part, in case we didn't do this, the second declension has 2 groups of nouns. In the nominative case, so we've got these pockets. First pocket is the I pocket. All the girlies except for those pain ones. Those little boys hiding in there. That's okay. There's a couple of them. And the second declension pocket is the E pocket. And we said that into this pocket of declensions went the masculines, and those are the oos, ooses, and the neuters, who are the ums. So in the nominative, we might have an oos, that's the first blank, and we might have an The ooses are the masculines, and the ums are the neuters. And both of them hang out in this E pocket. Now let's look at C. You probably can't hear. My dog is on the bed snoring. Funny, she's snoring, but I don't think you can hear in this room because the microphone is pointed toward me. All right, so we have 11 things to translate. So I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to write them up, and I'm going to write them with their answers. And I want you to attempt all 12 of them. Looks like there's 12 before you come back on. And if there is something you can't get at all, at least try to get part of it. Try to guess. Use your previous lessons. So I don't want you to correct C until you have worked all the way through it. And then also on D, try to do as many as you can. But D, you may need to work with me a little bit more. So I'm pausing and you're pausing. Let's go. So here we are. This is part C translation. In green is the actual sentence in the book, and in gray is the answer. So I want you to take a colored pen, go through, see what you got right, see what you missed, correct what you missed. And if you have a big question, then put a big question mark near the one you have a big question so that you know that we can talk about that one on Monday before we take our quiz. So once you pause it here, do all your correcting, and then you can start it back up again, and we'll look at D derivatives. And you don't have to do these all in the same day. You can do these over multiple days or multiple lesson periods, but I'm just doing one video, okay? Well, the earlier part of my video was really noisy because for some reason the fan on my laptop was running and running and running. And now that I've hit D, it's really quiet in here. If Lily starts talking in her sleep again, you might be able to hear her this time. So I'm not going to write the whole sentence out. I'm just going to read it from my book as you read along with me in D, and then we'll figure out the word that goes in it. Number 1, he gave a large blank to the church. This comes from the Latin word gift, and the word is donation. Did you get it? Give yourself a star. Number 2, a blank modifies a verb. A blank blank modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb. So that is the word adverb. An adverb modifies. There we go. He gave a blank to start the race. And that comes from, look up there in our derivatives this week. The derivatives are all up there. He gave a signal to start the race. And that comes from signum, signi, sign. And during the blank of Queen Elizabeth, England was at peace. It comes from regnum, and it is reign. The reign of Queen Elizabeth. Her blank was required to seal the contract. So this is another really good reason why you need to learn cursive so you can have a signature. Signature. Comes from signum, signi, sign. And number 6, at one time the sun never set on the British. Comes from empyrean, empire. Oh, the dog's starting to do it again. We'll see if she gets noisy. And number 7, her arrogance. Now that was a hard word. Most of you got through this. But when you're arrogant, you're really proud, overly proud of yourself. Can you hear the dog? I gotta turn the microphone a minute. As soon as I'm quiet, she's quiet. She is whining, moaning in her sleep over there. Okay, number 7. Her arrogance, her pride, showed in her imperious attitude. She's acting like she's the ruler over all. She's really arrogant. His bellicose actions or his belligerent actions almost caused a war. So bellicose, belligerent, those are like warlike actions. All right, either one worked. So if you did one or the other, bellicose or belligerent. So you need to work this week on learning your Latin saying, your vocabulary, and your neuter. Donum, doni, dono, donum, dono. Dona, donorum, donis, dona, donis. You are going to be writing out the donum chant if you are in 4th grade. So I told the 5th graders this. I am looking, 3rd and 4th graders, I'm looking for, 100%. Happy hundreds. It's our last Latin test before Christmas break. It's your last chance to earn a couple of honor stickers. So I really want you to just learn those words, phrases, and grammars. My fan is back on. Oh, I guess my computer's tired. Learn them really well. Go to your chants, practice your chants, make some flashcards if you need to, play some games to memorize them, but get them all down, okay? Have a great last week of Latin before Christmas and before our New Year.